What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on Forever Flame Racing Reviews. Sorry I couldn't get this video out to you sooner, but it's about, well, I guess the race hadn't even started this time yesterday, so it's about 19 hours or 20 hours ago since Road America finished, and now I'm going to hit you with a review. First of all, Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers, you put up a great fight. I went to two of their watch parties, and I got, the finals shirt here. It's like an X. Oh, it's upside down. It's like an XL, but still pretty cool. And they also gave us the finals towel, which was sick. So that's it for the Pacers. Tyrese, sorry you went down, man. That was really tough. Never heard a stadium so sad before. But we're on the Road America. We're on to our real sport, auto racing. I'm just kidding. Basketball's a real sport. So, what do you know? Alex Palou and the Perfect Tens continue the run of dominance. He's now 6 for 9 on the year. It's the first time since 1975 only two drivers have won races in the first 9 races of the season, and those two drivers being Alex Palou with 6 wins and Kyle Kirkwood with 3 wins. Second place Felix Rosenqvist, who I thought was going to win that race, but Alex Palou pulled off the fuel saving. Santino Ferrucci literally ran out of gas as he crossed the line. I don't know how he did his fuel save run to get third, but Santino Ferrucci's having a just tremendous season. In fact, after the race, he was chugging beers from the fan. That was hilarious. Either Robert Schwartzman's pole position at the Indy 500 or Santino Ferrucci chugging the beer at yesterday at Road America are the moments of the season so far. Santino Ferrucci should seriously be more in the running for that Penske seat than Dave Malukas, in my opinion. I'm going to have a side note here. Tomorrow I will film the 2028 IndyCar regulations videos and say my thoughts on that. I don't know if that video will come out either Tuesday or Wednesday. And then after that, I'm going to film my 2026 IndyCar driver lineup predictions. So, or my silly season rumor. So those are my next kind of 2 videos coming out after this. And then it would be my Mid-Ohio preview and review. Kyle Kirkwood, 4th, just missed out on the podium. I mean, Kyle Kirkwood is doing everything he can to be an IndyCar champion. It just happens to be Alex Palou's on the greatest run of all time. And Alex Palou will probably win next week in the Mid-Ohio, for being honest. I mean, he runs super well there, so I don't see a reason why he wouldn't win Mid-Ohio next weekend. So, yeah, just sucks for Kyle Kirkwood, but what can you do, man? What can you do? I think he's a real contender next year. Marcus Armstrong, 5th. He was kind of quiet all day. He actually had a wild moment on the start where he clipped the grass, and I thought he was going to spin, but he didn't. Kiffin Simpson in 6th. He just continues to improve and honestly have a real impressive season. 21 seconds off Alex Palou, so really good job from Kiffin Simpson. Dave Malukas started 7th, finishes 7th, but that is not to say his day. He actually ended up in the gravel on lap 1, and I thought he'd beached it and was done, but they were able to get him refired back up. That hybrid really allows cars that get beached just to be able to go back out, stayed on the lead lap because it's like a 4-mile track, so he was able to stay on the lead lap. Picked up some wing damage, but still managed to P7. Nolan Siegel, P8, I believe this is his best result. I feel like his only other top 10 was Gateway last year. I feel like it was 9th or 10th. So I definitely feel like that's Nolan Siegel's best result. I don't think we heard his name once in the broadcast, honestly, but just ended up 8th. Scott Dixon ended up leading a bunch of laps yesterday. In fact, he led 27 laps on the day. He had that penalty in qualification that made him start 25th. Came through the field and had to pit 2 to go, else it would have been a Dixon Masterclass fuel save. But unfortunately, what they were asking him to do was a bit too ambiguous. P10, Rinus VeeKay continues checking off the top 10s. You got to love it for Rinus VeeKay. 11th, your pole sitter, Louis Foster. He led 3 laps. Back-to-back years, we had a rookie pole sitter at Road America, Linus Lundqvist last year, who's not even in the IndyCar anymore, which is absurd. Hopefully Louis Foster can stay in IndyCar, but who knows with the way IndyCar seats go. Scott McLaughlin with the highest finishing Penske in 12th. Penske continues to have their dreadful season, and I am all for it. That's what cheaters get. Don't hate me in the comments, just my opinion. 13th, Alexander Rossi. I've been saying all year Christian Rasmussen needs to keep up with him. I think Rossi needs to start keeping up with Christian Rasmussen. I know Rasmussen finished 18th, but there's points in that race where Rasmussen was legitimately faster than Rossi. Rossi just knows how to finish a race, and Rasmussen needs to work on that. Will Power, 14th. He was in the contention for the win until he spun it. Did a really good job of not crashing, but did definitely had a huge spin. Kyle Milot, 15th. Kind of just irrelevant all day. And same goes for Colton Herta in 16th. Pato O'Ward in 17th. I believe he was on that strategy with Dixon, but just did not have the fuel at all. And also Rossi's on that strategy with Dixon. Rasmussen, I already said, 18th. Devlin DeFrancesco in 19th, and Graham Rahal in 20th. Honestly, those Rahal cars are really fast. Graham Rahal started 6th, and honestly, 20th is not where he should have finished. He deserved, honestly, a really good result. I think all 3 Rahal cars did. I think they are all top 10 cars. Just didn't work out for Dev and Graham, unfortunately. Marcus Ericsson, 21st. Holy cow. Have we honestly might just need to make a video about how bad Marcus Ericsson and Joseph Newgarden's season has been. Like, the guys that fought for the win in the 2023 Indy 500 are just horrible. Like, there's a chance Marcus Ericsson isn't even in IndyCar the next year. Like honestly, if he gets dropped from Andretti, do I think he goes back to Ganassi? I mean, maybe, because he was good there. Does he go back to Does he go to Penske? No. Does he go to McLaren? No. Does he go to Rahal? Probably not. Does he, there's 2 or 3 teams I could see him signing with. Yeah. Conor Daly, 22nd. He unfortunately caused a yellow. So basically from 22nd down, they had something happen to him. So Conor Daly caused a yellow, and then when they're trying to take the rope that pulled him out of the gravel from the safety car, he drove off. Will Buxton even made a joke like, "Oh, have you ever seen an Indy car with the tail before? Like a race car with the tail before?" So yeah, that was pretty embarrassing from Conor Daly, honestly, driving off before they got stuff off his car. But yeah, really rough day for Humkos in general, and they were slow all weekend. Jacob Abel was just plain slow. Yeah. And then Christian in 23rd, that was Jacob Abel. In 24th, Christian Lundgaard probably should have won the race. He was on that strategy Rosenquist was on, but he was 5 seconds ahead of Rosenquist, and Rosenquist finished 2 seconds off below. So you asked me, Lundgaard should have won this race by 3 seconds, but unfortunately, he spun, only led 4 laps. But that Christian Lundgaard, I think, showed me that he can win a race. He just has got to get to the end first. And 25th, crashing all by himself, Joseph Newgarden. That was a pretty crazy crash. He literally crashed, and I was like, oh, just freaking out in front of my TV. Yeah. Stingray Rob, he crashed. I believe it was lap 10 or 11. Yeah, pretty hard hit. And then last but not least, Robert Schwartzman, he crashed. Pretty hard hit for him. Yeah. So pretty crazy Road America. We're used to this being a pretty green-heavy race, and it wasn't. There was a ton of caution. You had 3 different strategies going on. In fact, all 3 drivers on the podium were on different strategies. I mean, I think actually everyone in the top... No, because Kirkwood was on the... Okay, so your top 3 people were all on different strategies. That was insane to me. And now let's look at the IndyCar standings. So we have P1, Alex Palou, of course, with 386 points. 93 points back, Kyle Kirkwood. 111 back, Pato Award. 155 back. Felix Rosenqvist is in 4th IndyCar Championship. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize that he was actually cooking this year. Felix Rosenqvist is genuinely in 4th IndyCar Championship. Let me just pull my iPad right here so I can somewhat look at you guys. Felix Rosenqvist is actually in 4th IndyCar Championship. Insane. Scott Dixon is in 5th, 155 back. Christian Lundgaard is in 6th, 158 back. Will Power is in 7th, 189 back. Scott McLaughlin is in 8th, 196 back. Santino Ferrucci is in 9th, 102 back. Santino Ferrucci should honestly probably be ahead of McLaughlin and Will Power, because you got those 25 points taken away from him. So Ferrucci he might finish 7th by the end of the year, honestly. Colton Herta is 10th with 184. Marcus Armstrong is 11th with 183. David Malukas is 12th with 174. I'm saying their points, and I'm not saying how much they're back. Alexander Rossi is in 13th with 161. Rinus VK is in 14th with 157. Christian Rasmussen is 15th with 150. Kevin Simpson is 16th with 141. Feels like he should be higher. 17th, Joseph Newgarden, 137 points. That's crazy. 18th, Graham Rahal, 133. And Conor Daly's also in with 133, but he's at 19. Rahal's ahead of him because he's got a better result. Nolan Siegel's in 20th with 128. Marcus Ericsson's in 21st with 123. Robert Schwartzman's in 22nd with 104. Louis Foster's in 23rd with 102. Senior Rob is 24th with 93. Devlin DeFrancesco is 25th with 89. Kyle Milot is 26th with 78. Jacob Abel rounds out the field with 56 points. So there's your standings. No one's catching Palou. He's going to be the champ. He'll win Mid-Ohio. I'm already calling it. Gosh, Felix Rosenqvist. 0 wins, 0 poles. He probably only has 1 podium this year. I mean, jeez, man. Felix Rosenqvist might be the driver of the season so far. IndyCar silly season video and 2028 regulations will come within the next 10 days, because obviously I have to get those 2 videos in before my Mid-Ohio preview. So stay tuned for those 2 videos, and see ya.